Training camp is right around the corner, and to get you ready for it, we want to run through a series of topics over the next few days. So let's start with this one. Sarah, Ryan, Terrell Suggs, Steve Smith, and Breshad Perriman. There's a chance that they don't practice at all during training camp. How concerned are you, and is this a concern in your mind?
Yeah, it's a big concern, but I have varying concerns for each one. I'd put Steve Smith on the bottom of the list, and then I debated this for a little bit. Then I'd put Breshad Perriman, and the one I would be most concerned about is Terrell Suggs. Do you guys remember the last time he tore his Achilles tendon? He got back 5 months and 6 days later. So you're telling me if he misses all of training camp, he needs more than double the time of recovery? Why?
Right.
That to me is a red flag. And so the reason, and I'm just as concerned with Perriman, but the reason why I put him above is because, and you can ask Steve Bisciotti this, I think that Terrell Suggs missing has a bigger effect than Breshad Perriman does because they brought in other players that can supplement that. So if you don't think that's a concern, talk to Steve Bisciotti. He thinks it is.
Well, I think that the reason that Terrell Suggs is taking more time is obvious. He's older, and it's his second Achilles injury. So I think that you're a little bit more cautious with him. I'm not as concerned with him as I am Perriman, because I think once Terrell Suggs gets in football shape, to me that's the biggest concern. Is he going to get in football shape? Once he does that, I think he's going to be fine. What makes Terrell Suggs so good is he knows what he's doing out there. Will he have a little less explosion? Yeah, probably. I think we can all agree on that, right? But he knows what he's doing out there on the defense, and he's going to be an effective player once he gets back in football shape, once he loses a little weight.
What about Perriman, though?
Perriman doesn't know what he's doing. That's why I'm more concerned. I mean, this guy hasn't had enough snaps to know completely what he's doing. So he needs every single snap that he can get.
Your first-round pick missing 2 training camps is a big deal. I just think the effect on the team is less.
If he misses more time, I think it could roll into a situation like last year where it starts to get a little bit more prolonged.
Here's the thing, too. I just want to throw this out there because Steve Smith, he's 36 years old, 37 years old. That, to me, is still a concern. I mean, if he doesn't play in the preseason, I don't expect him to play any snaps in the preseason, but I think he needs to play in training camp to get ready for week 1. I mean, I don't think this is his first injury like this, really serious, and this is probably the last season of his career you would certainly expect. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that you can just roll him out there in week 1 and he's going to be fine without taking any snaps in the training camp.
Roll him out. I'm fine with it.
I'm not.
I mean, I would say he needs a week leading up to the game, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Beyond that, roll him out.
But the difference is I have more confidence that you can roll out Steve Smith than you can Suggs. I know that you feel confident about, once he's in football shape, but that's when he hurt his Achilles, is when he didn't have as good of an offseason as he did the year before and he was on fire. So I'm okay. I'm not saying I want him to miss all of it, but I'm saying of the 3, I put him the least one there because I think you can roll him out.
All right, well, we got more to discuss. We're going to talk about some of the other key players coming back from injuries like Joe Flacco. He's coming back, guys. Yeah, we're going to get into all of that over the next couple of days. Keep it right here for everything going into training camp.